Okay, let's dive into this. For a while now, pretty much the entire conversation about the future of search has been about one thing: AI. But what if the real revolution isn't something that's just around the corner? What if it's a massive change in our behavior that's already here, happening literally every time you pick up your phone?
Right, so this is the question on everyone's mind. The entire tech industry, the marketing world, they're all obsessed with how AI is going to completely upend the way we find information. And, it's an important question, for sure. But what if, by focusing so hard on AI, we're actually missing a much bigger, more immediate shift? A change that hasn't just started, but has already happened, and is reshaping how we discover things right under our noses. Yeah, let's talk about the real search revolution, because when you actually dig into the data, a much more well-grounded story starts to emerge. It shows us where people are actually going for answers today, not just where we think they might be going tomorrow.
So check this out. According to some recent research, AI tools like ChatGPT make up about 3.2% of all search activity. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a meaningful number, and it's definitely growing, but it is not the whole picture. Not even close.
Because in that very same study, 5.5% of all searches are happening directly inside social networks. That's right, we're already using social media platforms as search engines more than we're using dedicated AI tools. This is the giant shift we've been overlooking. And this chart just puts a giant exclamation point on it. When you look at the raw volume of searches, platforms like YouTube and even e-commerce sites like Amazon are processing way more direct searches than even ChatGPT. This behavior is already baked in.
So what does this all mean? It means these platforms have evolved. They aren't just for entertainment anymore. They are now core search destinations. And this fundamental change in our behavior is forcing even the biggest player in the game, Google, to adapt.
Now, what's really fascinating here is just how intuitive this all is. Just think about your own habits for a second. You go to TikTok for recommendations on a new restaurant, you go to YouTube to learn how to do, well, pretty much anything, and you head to Reddit when you want real, unfiltered opinions from a community. We instinctively know which platform is going to give us the best kind of answer for what we're looking for.
And you better believe Google has noticed. Search results are no longer just a list of websites. They are deeply woven together with social content. You'll see TikToks, YouTube Shorts, and Reddit threads served up right at the top, because Google knows that's often where the most useful, human-centric information actually lives.
Okay, and this is where it gets really powerful. Content that's made for a social platform doesn't just stay on that platform. It creates this amazing compounding effect, a ripple that travels across the entire digital universe.
And here's the crucial part. This social content is also the fuel for that AI revolution we were just talking about. AI models need data that reflects real-world experience and human discussion. And where do you think they find that? Yep, on Reddit, in YouTube reviews, and all across community forums.
Let's just follow the journey of a simple YouTube tutorial. First, it gets found directly in YouTube's own search. Then, Google starts surfacing it in its results. After that, an AI might pull information from it to construct an answer. And finally, real people share it across other platforms and in private messages. One single piece of content gets visibility across 4 different layers of discovery. It's incredible.
All of this leads to a completely new way of thinking. We have to stop seeing search as just one channel. Instead, we need to see it as a search universe, a whole collection of different destinations where people are looking for answers.
This slide really makes the shift crystal clear. The old playbook was all about ranking your website on Google. It's a crowded, super competitive space. The new playbook, it's about being discoverable everywhere your audience actually is. It's about meeting them where they are. And frankly, it represents a huge, under-optimized opportunity. So, this idea of search everywhere, it isn't a new channel to master, it's a behavior to understand. Your audience is going to go wherever they believe they'll find the best answer. Your job is simply to be there. This quote just sums it up perfectly. Winning in the future isn't about dominating a single platform. It's about being present and helpful and findable across the entire search universe.
So the next time you need an answer for something, just pay attention to where you instinctively go. In this search everywhere world, our own habits are the best guide we have to the future of discovery. So, where will you look next?